Babe, when I saw you for the first time, I knew we were destined to meet. 'Cause my knees went weak, my stomach went tight. Stay there, don't leave. Pull myself together, babe, I'm so shy. Trying to find something to say. Whatever I say needs to be right to pull you my way. Damn, I feel trapped, 'cause now you're everything I see. One look was all that it took. Then you left your mark on me. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Should do, boys. I like. Well, then it took me a minute. I was like, "Am I sure that's not just an orange light?"
The One View with your hostess, the mostess, JC1 on this fine Wednesday night. We're finally back after a few technical issues there. We're feeling the funk tonight as well, a bit of groove.
I like it.
Nice, chilled, smooth tones. With me as always, as you can see, my fellow podcasters. He's easy as a Sunday morning. He's breezy. How you doing, mate?
I have a cold and you're making me do a podcast.
Take it easy, mate. Take it easy. Me and Deuce will do what we can. And the one, the only, P-Town Cowboy, Double D. Hey, how's it going?
What's cracking? What's cracking? I'm not pulling Brad's dead weight. Can we just say I'd rather have Roger back if I'm going to pull Brad's dead weight?
Well, it's just the way it goes, isn't it? Oh,
Right, this is
so, hey, yeah. How's your day been, lads? Feels like 2 minutes since we did one of these because we did it on Sunday. So, how's it been?
Have you just triggered the intro again?
No.
all the intro all the time.
No, it's
Sure.
no.
We can play the intro
I'm
for the
positive.
entire thing.
I'm positive.
Okay, if you say so. It looks like you have.
I've got it on my iPad outside of me. I know I haven't.
All right, okay. That's fine.
You're behind.
Get in line.
Oh, Babs, all the way from Spain. Talk about a devoted viewer. And he plays is back in the chat after that misfire start. Oh, Bams. Right, this is not my fault, you see, right?
Yes,
So
come on.
this is a
now.
Twitch thing. So Twitch has started
You can't lie to people
automatically.
because they're in a foreign country.
No, Twitch has automatically started assigning where the cameras go rather than you choosing move to slot 1 or whatever. You can do it manually after, but usually I'm setting it up that quick. I forget to then do it manually after. But initially it does it auto. So I apologise, Bams, in advance. And
Don't apologise. It's just change. She needs to start embracing change.
and he plays what he wouldn't do to have a hardcore orgy wheels, guys. Well, I'll say that as a compliment, mate. I'll take that as a compliment. I did break the stream before, Bams.
But a softcore one, I'm fine with.
Well, I was just looking at the blood orgy from Event Horizon a couple of 10 minutes ago, so that's curious.
Funny we should mention that. Yeah, I did break the stream before because all I did, I'll be very honest, brutally honest with everyone, right? It was my fault. So when we initially went live, I had my speakers on from before, and I switched it from speakers to earphones, and somehow OBS Discord did not like that and absolutely went batshit crazy, froze all my cameras, just went absolutely nuts, had to restart OBS, and that's where we are. But I hold my hands up, my fault, and I'll take it. You know, I'll take it on the chin.
Take it like a champ. Take it like a champ.
Exactly. So, boys, this week, I see they're releasing a new PS5 just in time for Christmas.
What's that coming out before Christmas? Then?
No money making scheme there, you know.
the old one, Brad, is the size of a goddamn spaceship.
Well,
It's absolutely huge.
Whereas with this one, they went for a Transformer look. Have you heard about this?
No, what do you mean? It looks the same. It's just smaller, right?
No.
Oh, it's got different. You can change. Yeah, actually, now you mention it, I do.
So you can buy the disc version or the digital version, right? And if you buy the digital version and then want the disc version later, you can literally buy the disc drive and put it in.
I mean, that's right. That's a good thing, right? That's a good thing,
that to me is a really good thing. They should have done that since the beginning. And apparently they're smaller and lighter. Yeah. But that's the big main change out of it. I don't.
There's no power difference or anything.
No. The memory's still 1 terabyte. So I don't. For me, was it enough? No, because they should have done what they've done with this one at the beginning.
I mean, yeah, but then you've also got to look at it as they're not advertising it as an upgrade. So, like, if you were to walk into a shop today and go, "Hey, up, Chuck, I fancy a PS5," and the retailer goes, "Right, we've got two. They're both the same price." I don't know if they are actually. I think one's more expensive. They're both the same price. Have this one or this one. This one's 30% smaller. People are going to grab that, aren't they? Because it's not an upgrade per se. It's a replacement. So. Good news, and the whole being able to put in the disc drive that should have been the case from the start. I think they must have seen that in the sales of the console because everyone was in uproar around the digital version when it was first announced years ago. Anyway,
and he plays is saying the slim digital version will be cheaper than the original digital.
Yes. It's more than the original digital.
Yeah, it's more. More, sorry. I thought it said it less.
$50, 50 quid. It's more. I remember seeing that. So it's a sneaky price increase. And you have to pay extra to stick the disc drive in after the fact. So
I mean, if that's the case, I mean, you know, why are they doing a digital version in the first place? Because it just seems to me they're skirting around it. They're saying, well, if you want to save a bit of money at first and then spend $100, $200 more later, we can give you this disc drive that if you just open this like a transformer and slot it in, you know.
Yeah, he plays has made made a good point. Have you seen in all the advertisements? I don't know whether it's lying down.
Yeah.
But to lie it down, you have to pay for a specific stand that they're releasing separately, and it's like $30 or something.
And we got that free with the original. I bought the PS5, the original, and it was absolutely fantastic, and we got that actually built in.
I mean, yeah, you would do, yeah. Sure.
So now they're selling it separately. It just feels like a small money grab on some respects. Here's something slightly new. We've changed it a little bit, but not really improved it. They've just modified it and charge a little more.
The reduction in the size is better. I don't think we've seen what the impact on heating and cooling is going to be, which is an interesting point because the PS5 is an absolute monster and puts out a lot of heat. So that'll be interesting to see. On the stand part, though, just make a Lego stand. That's what I'd do.
Yeah.
Make a Lego stand.
Lego's more expensive than the PS5.
Hopefully.
Lego, mate.
He's quiet. Lego. He's in the background, but when he comes out, you want. There you go.
I like Lego, but fuck me, it's literally cost hundreds of pounds for sets.
Yeah, what
I saw anyway.
The good sets, yeah, the good sets. Yeah, I remember every time I went to the Lego store in Manchester, the smaller one. Amazing. I love
the Lego store in Manchester.
Yeah,
there is. Yeah,
I'm just learning this now.
We should go.
Yeah, but
go to the Lego store and get
and then if you break anything, you have to pay like 100 quid to replace it.
No, I'll fix it.
Back together. That's the point.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll fix it. They have like a massive Hogwarts Well, they used to. They probably don't anymore. They had like a massive Hogwarts on the right as you walk in, and that's something like ridiculous, like 500 quid. It's crazy money, absolutely crazy money. But it's fun. Not that I've ever done an adult version. I think that'd take too long. But
he plays is saying also all the faceplates aren't compatible with the Slim either.
Well, this just sounds like a shit deal.
I just, like I say, I just don't get why they didn't do it at the beginning, because they must have had this in project phase.
It's fuck you, that's why.
Have they rushed?
There's a really good video that came out a few years ago, probably about a year after the PS5 came out, and it's basically a guy that I was going to say I'll put a link in the chat, but I need to find it. It's basically a guy that breaks apart a PS5, and slims it down to essentially what is like a pound coin in height by taking out the power unit and having that separate as a power brick, which is absolutely what people should be doing nowadays anyway. And then building water cooling as well. It's really absolutely phenomenal. It took him a crazy amount of time to do, lots of failures and stuff like that. But it's an absolute testament to the engineering that can go into something to improve it. And on your point, JC, they probably did have plans to reduce it in size. Yeah. But it's a complex piece of machinery. To credit where credit's due, it is a complex piece of machinery in terms of power. It is awesome as well, to be fair. As having played a decent piece of kit. I mean, PC gaming all day, every day. But if they couldn't reduce it at that time due to the R&D that needed to go in to reduce it, then I get it. Bams is saying it's too big. That's her. That's what she never said. She beat me there. She beat me because I was about to come out with that, and then I'm going to say that's what she says. But yeah, no, I mean it's a bit of an update from Sony. I'll be honest, long term, I don't know if it's enough to
play N64 game. You're doing it wrong, man. I play N64 games all the time.
I don't know if it's enough to appease the fans.
Some of them though.
I don't know if it's enough to appease the fans. I really don't. PlayStation is...
So again, I use an emulator, so...
You know.
Well, Project 64!
I suppose... Project 64 is pretty solid, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that's what I was going to say he plays. Yeah, some games for the 64 just do not emulate well. I suppose it depends what you're after, because, like, if you're looking at... One of the common complaints at the moment is games being locked to 30 FPS, right? On the console. Yeah, I know a lot of them. As a PC gamer, that just sounds absolutely barbaric to me. I don't know why you'd ever play some games in 30 FPS. But if what you're saying, JC, is that, all right, do you know what? We want to see an upgraded console that can manage 60 FPS 4K. It ain't coming in this generation. No, I've got that feeling that that's the case. So, but they are getting 60 frames on most games, and I believe the PS5 can go up slightly higher as well on some games. There was talk of it going up to 120, but I'd have to check that fact. Is there any on that point? Is there any like, because my card in my monitor can obviously go to 120. Yeah, I've never really seen a massive difference. I've never really seen. It's personal preference. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to look at even slim it down to the phone side of the market with their screens. Yeah. So phone screens now, they go on about this 120 Hz all the time and it being so smooth, yeah. Not stuttering, not doing this, not doing that. But I'll tell you what, right? Even at 60 FPS, 60 Hz, sorry, I'm more than happy with mine. It flows, even if it's adaptive and on the menu it sticks to 60 Hz, and then when it needs something that needs a little more power, it goes to 120. I don't really notice the difference. I really don't. I think that leads into an interesting segue, and we don't have it on the docket, so it's not part of the plan. But have you seen the newest iPhone is advertising that you can play RE4 Remake on it and Resident Evil 8 on it? Yeah. Oh, it's insane. That it's absolutely insane. I know it is insane. The issue I've got with this, and it's personal preferences, people. It's not like how the public should feel. I've never got on board with gaming on a mobile. I'm completely the same.
No,
I'm
yeah.
completely the same.
You know, I understand if you got a Switch. Me and you are a big fan of the Switch, Double D,
Yep,
and
big fan of the Switch.
I understand that because you got the little controllers on the side. That makes sense. It's it's like the old Game Gear or even a larger version of the Game Boy. You know, Game Boy obviously controls were at the bottom, the little screen at the top, but you had separate controls. I've never ever been a massive fan of gaming on a phone, and I don't get it.
I'm the same. I think it's different because when do you play a game on your phone when you're waiting for something, right?
Yeah. The most I play is Words of Wonder.
and the other use case that I would call out, which is what I call out for the Switch, is around like I watch Netflix and play the Switch.
Yeah,
it's nice, it's chill, it's relaxed.
Yeah.
I've got like I've got a little grip that grips onto my phone and the controller.
All right.
So essentially,
okay.
I use it as I play PS1 games on it.
All right, fair dues.
And that works really well. But again, I'd only do that.
Yeah.
Start watching Netflix.
So he plays in the chat and he's saying it's 4K 60 FPS, even 1080p 120 FPS on certain games, providing if you have a 120 Hz monitor. Exactly. Most TVs, which people have the PlayStations attached to these days, they're only 60 Hz anyway. So
especially at 4K, geez, yeah.
Yeah, so but a lot of them games are PS4 games too, so it's basically upscaling them. So the way he's saying the PS5 is Super Pro PS4, if that makes sense. However, newer games like Starfield is 30 FPS on Series X. Really? I didn't know that. I think I get about 80 on it because I have the graphics quite high. I guarantee in the next few years more AAA console games will be 30 FPS. It's a strong possibility. I mean, it's a big market out there. Not everyone can afford PCs. Consoles are always going to be.
What was I thinking?
Consoles are always going to be a thing.
Brad, you've no regrets buying that PC. Sure.
And I can tell you now,
It doesn't mean I can afford it.
True.
The door, Deuce. Lump is at the door.
And speaking of someone who is, quite conscious of money in that, if I was buying, if my kid had a PlayStation or Xbox and I was going to buy him a new screen for it, let's term it as new screen while I go into it, a new screen for their console, right? And I'm thinking, right, it's going in the bedroom. Am I going to buy him a monitor or am I going to buy him a HD TV where you can get regular TV and stuff on? You get, and arguably the HD TV you could probably get cheaper.
Maybe.
Oh, definitely.
So at the end of the day, these consoles, they might be able to do the high FPS and whatever they want, but is it really necessary? I don't think it is. Once we get past 4K as well, I mean, no console, I don't reckon for about 20 odd years is going to even get close to what 4K can do. You know how they always publicised it as like looking through a window? But once you get above 4K and you start getting towards sort of 8K, the human visual side of it can't interpret it anyway. I think if I'll have to Google this, I'll be honest, lads, but I think 8K is the highest that a human retina in the eye can actually process.
Yeah. Well, I think it depends. I think it depends on your screen size. Because if the smaller screen you've got, the lower the resolution that would be noticeable. So if you've got a screen the size of this wall, putting 8K on that between 8 and 16K, you'd be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Because it's about pixel density, isn't it? So the bigger the screen, the more noticeable it is when the resolution changes. FPS, on the other hand, is not noticeable past a certain point. I'm not sure what point that is though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. So what does he players use? He uses 165 Hz 2K MSI gaming monitor. Fair play. I use it for Sega Saturn gaming PC, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it can be used for anything. That but I mean, once
pixels.
I think personally for me the sweet spot's around 144 hertz, and on the top games to get that even on a PC, you're looking at the top end graphics cards, to get everything in high quality.
Again, it depends what you're after. I said this to you, Brad, didn't I, when you were buying your PC? Your screen's a 1080p. Your graphics card is an absolute monster and will be able to run 1440 and even 4K at 30 FPS in some games.
Yeah.
But there's absolutely no reason to bunk it because you're not going to see the benefit of it on your screen.
No.
Exactly.
I was saying this to Bambi. I says the graphics card that she has is absolutely fine for what she needs. She doesn't need 1440p. She doesn't need 4K. 1080p is fine. She wouldn't benefit and be able to recognize the difference between. And that's nothing against her. That's just because of the extent that she plays games.
Yeah.
And it's all about use case. It's all about use case. And that's why people that don't PC game are quite scared about getting into it because of the cost associated with it. But that's because people like us are idiots. You need 4K, you need 1440p, you need 120 FPS.
Do you absolutely crap? No,
you don't. You could easily spend 600 quid on a PC, 200 quid on a monitor, and you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I look at myself, and I'll be honest. My main monitor that I've got you guys on straight in front of me at the moment, which I use for my gaming, that is 144 hertz. That is.
And you got like 12 monitors, mate.
No. I'm getting to that, but. 144 hertz, and that is my main gaming monitor. It cost me, I think it was $199 at the time. LG, it does all games fine. That was just personal preference. But then when I came to look at my side monitors, let's say, because I have two of them, one either side, I have three monitors. The MSI one at my left hand side here, on the right on your screen. On left hand side that is actually only 60 hertz, running at 60 hertz, and it was like 79 quid, right?
Yeah. And
absolutely fantastic for what I need it. And again, the other one at the other side was slightly more because I bought it as my second monitor, and it was 149. That actually, it's only 24 inch, but it pisses on my 27 inch actually, because it can actually do 4K, but you might risk burning it out. So I don't do it. I keep it quite low. But that was just a fortunate thing I found out it could do afterwards. I initially bought it thinking, well, it's just a side monitor. I'm not going to be doing my main gaming on it. Do you know what
I want? Because I have Spotify on like 98% of the time. I've got the PC on.
Yeah.
I want a monitor about that big.
You can get them.
Do you know, like almost like a picture frame?
Yeah,
I just want it there on a little stand, and I can just have Spotify. I can even have like WhatsApp and Discord on it as well. But like,
it's like 10 inch. I think you can get 10 to 13 inch monitors, just that basically stand, and just have it on side. Yeah, you can get them. I've seen them. I think
I've seen like 15 inch, but they're like crazy money. It just doesn't seem to equate to smaller being cheaper. It's bizarre.
Let's have a look. So if I just go 10 inch monitor, HDMI.
I think FPS is definitely. I think it depends on the games. Like if I'm playing like a shooter or anything like that. If I'm playing a strategy game, I don't care if it's 30 FPS or whatever. But yeah, I think for the most part, that smoothness of the experience when you're playing the game is massive.
Exactly. So far, I've got down to $59.99 on Amazon. Other retailers are available.
Money.
Check eBay, second hand.
Yeah, but
I might just walk around the charity shops and see what they got.
Yeah, 59's your lowest, but that's 10 inch. There's a few at that price, and that's on HDMI. So you don't really need HDMI, but never mind.
You'd be mini USB or whatever, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and he plays has got a point. It depends on the games, because like Telltale games and stuff work better at the lower refresh. So. Yeah.
I was speaking to someone recently, and they were talking about FPS, and they were like, oh yeah, because games back in the day always used to be 30 FPS. And I was like, mate, SNES was 60 FPS. What are you on about?
Yeah.
Think about how crisp the gameplay was when you were playing like Streets of Rage or Mario World or whatever.
Yeah.
It was hella crisp and it was so quick and responsive. It's only as the 3D graphics have developed and the processing power has increased that we've had to reduce it a little bit.
Yeah.
Six,
Yeah.
GameCube and OG Xbox 60. Yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
it is. We're not. I don't think we're moving forward enough for me to really get excited about getting a new console. I'll be honest. But the PS5, anyone who's interested, it is coming out in the UK. The digital edition will be, according to this article on PlayStation Blog, $389.99, and the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive with it, $479.99. So yeah,
That's a hell of an increase.
It's
how much is it? Hold on. How much is a Blu-ray player?
you can pick up a Blu-ray player for about 50 quid, to be fair. And this is a little disc drive. You know someone's going to have to come out with a disc drive, don't you?
a modded hacked disc drive.
Yeah, because
I mean they did it with the hard drives, didn't they? They did it with the hard drives.
Yeah, so the horizontal stand will be included with the new PS5 model. Also, a new vertical stand compatible with all PS5 models will be sold separately at $24.99.
A piece of plastic.
For a piece of plastic. I mean, dear God, man.
That's some Apple level nonsense.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's.
Also, like the Apple stand.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like the stripe down the side, though. It is a rip-off buying digital sometimes, because the thing about digital, right? It's okay if you only play one or two games, like you're playing Warzone or whatever. But the way I look at it is that if you buy a dish, you can always sell it afterwards. You know? And
you say that, but like, I don't know about you. I don't own, well, I do. I say this. Let me rephrase it. I don't own and play any physical PC games.
Oh wow!
No, I've got hundreds. I've got hundreds in the back room.
Yeah,
they're from like 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I don't have a disk drive. I don't even have a disk drive on my PC. Yeah. So there's this consensus from a developer perspective that digital is the way forward, and it is. But for as long as people like Sony and maybe not Xbox to a degree with Game Pass, but people like Sony and Nintendo don't ever reduce the prices on the digital storefronts, it will never be common. It will never be fully adopted.
Well,
because it's so much cheaper to just buy used.
Exactly. And on PC, you can buy games off Steam during sale and stuff really cheap.
Filthy.
You know,
it's
absolutely
until we start competing, it won't ever be fully adopted.
Yeah, no. Kind of annoys me. It's like looking at like games that are like over 10 years old and they're still like 40 quid. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
It's because a lot of people go into retro, don't they? They go into retro mode and get nostalgic, and straight away, all the hearing is cha-ching at the on these gaming websites and stuff. It's just a little bit ridiculous, but it's one of them. We could talk about that all day. I've got to say, I do like the line down the middle. I'm not sure that's on the original.
Second time you mentioned the line.
I do like it.
Get a fucking
I know, I really do like it. But lads, we are coming up to that time when
already.
Oh, 50%.
Oh, right. I thought it was something else. Let's go. I've had a thought about this, by the way, before you get all suspenseful.
So,
I've had a thought.
Go on.
I might buy a whiteboard and start plotting it in live.
Well, you would start drawing
as it goes up and dies.
Oh, yes.
Up and dies, up and downs. That'd be great. Anyway, go on, Jesse, what you thinking?
It would work. It would have worked. So, last week, Weatherspoons.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It was £6.40.
Hold on. Come on, I'm gonna write this down. Let me get glasses on.
He's right now.
We're gonna get him to write it down. He's turned into the Wall Street.
Let me change my glasses.
640, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So, have you been to Weatherspoons this week?
Have I been
Yeah.
since Sunday? No, I've not been since Sunday.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god, has it gone down? Is that what you're telling me? Or has it gone up because I've not been? Oh shit, I can't handle this.
Well, I can tell you. This week, £6.47. Hey, it's gone up.
We missed the drop. We missed the drop. Right, bye.
It bottomed out at £6.40, and this week had a steady incline from Sunday. Well, technically Friday when the stock exchange shuts.
Oh my god, I can't believe we missed the lowest price. We need to buy, boys.
Really do. Wait till I get paid. I'll buy a share.
A share.
And then-
We all go in on one share.
If you buy one
100,
share,
sorry.
we can literally walk in Weatherspoons and go, you know what?
No share.
We own like $1 million for it'd be something like 600 million for something. They'll probably have about 500 million shares out there or something. No, I'd be interested actually. I'd have to look it up, but I'd be interested to know how many shares are out there.
At least 6.
There's I've just googled it. There's a website that tells you which companies offer perks if you buy the shares.
Oh really?
Oh,
So I'll share that later.
share it now while we're on the subject. Go on. Is there any quick ones that catch you the eye? Put it that way.
I've not even looked. What did I Google?
For fuck's sake. Damn it.
Hey.
Terrible, I did it on my phone. I should have done it on my phone.
No, never do it on your phone. Never do it
When
when we're live. Never do it on your phone. But I would be interested in how many shares there are in Weatherspoons.
50 gajillion.
At least 4.
Possibly even 5.
I mean, hey, let's not get crazy, Brad.
Yeah, true.
At least 4.
No, I bought a share. I'm quarter owner of Weatherspoons. Company's only worth £25.
That is so funny.
Oh, I do want to know what the market. I've got a feeling. I've just typed it in Google, and I've got a feeling I would have to sort of like look this up. But I'm guessing, right? So at £6.47 a share. Right, the market cap at the moment on Google is 833 million.
Well, I mean,
So you're probably talking, if the maths are right, it's probably about 120 or 130 million shares out there. Oh,
so at least 4 then. I was right.
ePlayers has put a link in the chat.
Oh, has he? I thought it was me.
Yes. Oh no, sorry, it's you, innit? Yeah, sorry, I do apologise.
You see,
I
you're seeing
was
the D
looking
when you
at.
should be- You're seeing the HP when you should be seeing the D.
I was seeing he plays with his emojis above, and then but yeah, apparently the Weatherspoons owners cashed in on a few million.
What's the benefits of that, Brad? I see.
Yeah, well, they own like Alton Towers and Fort Park and all that shit. To get 300
Oh, is it Merlin or whatever? Yeah.
Merlin, yeah. If you have 317 shares, you can get it's a one-off discount. Never mind.
Oh, that's trash.
40% off.
One off.
Yeah, 40%
Right,
off.
so get this for an offer which would never be taken up by me in my lifetime. Mulberry offers a 20% off a £5,000 full price merchandise if you own
If I buy the share, fuck you.
at least 250 shares.
Hello.
Mulberry. I don't like. I can't. Why? It's just not my menu, mate. I would not do Mulberry at all.
Yeah, no, it's not working for me. I'll invest, but I'm not relying on discounts from it.
Moss Bros.
Hey, what's the speaking of shares, I heard the do you know we talked about the Diamond Hands GameStop dude?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That film was apparently tanked.
Oh.
So how absolutely apt is it that some big corporation somewhere decided to make a film out of the whole palaver and it lost a lot of money?
I didn't even know it was out now, to be honest.
Is it at cinema? Is it cinema? It's at.
Yeah. Stupid Money, it's called, I think, or Dumb Money, something like that.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. He plays is
Really,
tempted.
Really, it should have been what was the phrase that they used? Stupid fucking money or something. That was what they were
Yeah.
using at the time, wasn't it? They should have just used that and just gone with it and
Yeah.
censored the youth.
I think they overestimated how much interest there was.
Yeah, they should have saved it 10 years. If you would have saved it 10 years,
Yeah.
people would have gone, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that sounds quite interesting. It's too fresh. Too fresh.
He plays is tempted about buying shares in Spearmint Rhino. I'll take
Why?
it.
Why? You can't say that and not give context.
You know what Spearmint Rhino is, don't you?
No. Spearmint Rhino.
It's a gentleman's club. Let's put it that way.
Oh, it's a strip
Oh,
club.
is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a strip club.
A very upscale fancy one.
Oh, of course, Brad knows about the upscale
Do you
gentleman.
want to see
club.
my membership card?
It's leather.
Speaking of gentlemen, right? Quite a segue here.
God,
Quite
here we go.
quite a segue. But right, did you hear about the bloke last week who had to be rescued? He was attempting to sail around the world in a homemade boat. Did you hear about this at all?
That
So,
sounds like a very stupid
I
thing to
like
do.
it. I like him already. I
so
like his moxie.
Tom Robinson, 24 from Brisbane. We're doing an 8,000-mile journey in his boat, and he was going from the coast of Peru in July last year, and was due to arrive in Cairns in December this year. Anyway, the other Thursday, he activated his distress alarm off the Pacific islands of Vanuatu. And basically they found him with his boat upside down and he was led on top of it naked because it turned over when he were in the middle of sleeping.
So he got pretty far then.
Oh yeah. He was well on the way.
How long does that trip take? How would you guys handle a trip of that length on your own?
Well, I suppose the thing is, if you think about it, you're not completely on your own. You're not completely on your own because you are stopping at places and seeing people.
He's basically doing a cruise.
Yeah, all around the world in his homemade boat.
18 to 30 cruise, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'd take that.
And-
Can you imagine walking into a bar and going, hey girl, I've got myself a boat back there. I'm the only one on it, unless you join me. Hey, they'd be moist. They'd be moist.
Until they see how
Tell ya.
crappy it is.
And apparently,
Yeah, it does depend how crappy his boat is. You're right.
you know, after you mention a cruise, he actually got rescued by the Pacific Explorer, a P&O ferry that was on a cruise,
Cruise, of
and
course.
it did a detour and picked him up when distress signal was received.
He was probably plotting to follow all the cruise routes because that's some easy life.
Absolutely brilliant. I mean, for me,
It's just a horn dog Australian that just wants to get his end away. And
yeah, that for me is pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic.
I respect it. I respect it.
What else?
I don't know if I could handle a cruise. I might go a bit insane.
No,
What do you mean a cruise? A full blown
Yeah.
luxury cruise?
All
Why would you go insane
inclusive.
like that? You get free booze.
you get
That's
free
true.
booze. They've got all sorts going on. They've probably got about 6 swimming pools on board and everything.
Oh, it's like, I'm on a boat. I can't leave. I'm kind of stuck, you know.
No, mate, they are huge. A proper cruise. There's like entertainment for days.
Yeah.
There's so many people there. There's gambling. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Do you get like a set of chips when you
Well,
land? Or do you have to pay?
there's casinos on board. There's bingo,
Yeah.
obviously. There's You know, there's
bingo.
You lose it. Come on, JC, you're supposed to be selling it.
there's lots going on board. I really want to do a cruise, but whether my other half will do it, I don't know.
Are we too old to do an 18 to 30 to fucking hell speak 18 to 30 cruise now? Then?
Yeah, we are too
We're not
old.
allowed
Yeah,
to do that.
We're not.
Do they check ID when you walk through the door?
Possibly, yeah.
I could pull off being 29, right?
So, fresh off the press with He Plays, did you know the creator of the Segway was demonstrating it in front of an audience on top of a mountain to show its braking capabilities, drove to the ledge, fell off, and died.
He died doing what he loves.
That would be so ironic.
Dying.
That would be such an irony.
That story, like, there was a guy who, like, years ago, he went into like really hard glass. He was like, to show how tough it was. Like, he'd stored it in like the top of a skyscraper, and he threw himself against the glass to show how tough it was, so it wouldn't break.
Jesus, mate.
That's
The
insane.
glass didn't break, but the window frame did.
So the glass was
Yeah.
tough.
Well, he still went through the bloody window though.
Eh.
I can imagine someone behind him going, "Sold!" Just as he. That's so funny.
Oh, what else has been going on in alternative news? Right. Oh yeah, there's a cat in Cambridgeshire talking after Stray last week. Our discussion on Stray. A cat's got into the Guinness Book of World Records. What do you think he got into the Guinness Book of World Records for? Have a guess.
My first thought was, did someone leave the book open and the cat sat on it? But you actually mean that it's broken a record? Yeah?
Yes.
It's somewhat stupid.
Well, yeah. Snagging he plays.
Is it something really completely out of the cat's control? Like it's got the longest whiskers?
No, it could be out of his control. It depends.
The longest solo hot air balloon ride.
No. So
Imagine this cat going in the basket.
yeah. So what it is the cat broke the Guinness World Record for a live cat. I will say alive because there was a record for previous cats, right?
All right, I thought you were going to say there was a record for dead cats, and I was like,
well, there is. Anyone who broke the alive record and died is now in the dead category.
But yeah, but they can't break a record. I meant they can't break a record.
Yeah,
when
but
they're dead.
they have made a record that states
the
the cat has to be alive, right?
Okay.
And he broke the record for the loudest purring.
Oh, fuck off.
He purred at over 50 decibels, which is as loud as a boiling kettle.
I don't.
You wouldn't keep that cat, would you? You'd be like, no, mate. You can go back to the kennels.
There's a cheesy photo of like the owners going, "Yeah, we love our cat. They've had to turn the TV up and stuff."
Trying the cat's coattails, fucking catching in on the cat's success.
I just think
I've always said there's nothing more soothing and more like wholesome than a cat purring on you. But that, disagree strongly. I'd kick that shit out the door.
well, the cats, the male, the cat owner, the man side of the cat owner, because it's a couple that man and a woman who owns them. The cat,
So the daddy
I'll
cat.
put
Cat daddy.
the cat daddy. I've put the link in chat. Look at the picture. Scroll about halfway down. And look
What
at the
fuck is this
picture.
cat?
Of
Why does this cat look better than me on camera?
how
That's
proud does this daddy cat look with his Guinness Book of World Record?
Jesus.
Fuck me, you think he won the award?
You
I was gonna
would,
say,
you would.
hold on, is he not from the Guinness World Records? Because he's got.
No,
blazer and a tie on.
yeah, I think you were given a blazer for it.
Wait, hold on, you get a blazer when you win a record.
I don't
You
know.
break a record?
I've never broke a record,
We
so I
need to-
don't know.
We need to
Yeah.
break a record, boys.
It
Boys,
is.
I need a blazer. I need a fucking blazer. I need a Guinness World Record blazer.
I think the only one we could do is the longest stream, but I think that's
No,
like
I'm not doing that. I'm not
stupid.
doing that. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
But anyway, boys,
It's that time once again for
Oh, here we go.
Punch or Punch.
And this week in the hot seat is the one, the only, the hostess, JC. And he's broken the stream.
You've broken already.
It's all boost, by the way.
The stream is not broken. It's still out there. But anyway, yes, in the hot seat this week is myself with 20 questions from one of the lads. I'm guessing as Brad's like really struggling, it's not going to be him, but they could surprise me. So hit me, lads.
Brad's being dramatic. Don't be like that. Don't give him any leeway just because he's got
sympathy.
I'm not gonna make it. Go on without me.
It's man flu.
Just so you know, the longest stream, by the way, is 624 hours.
That doesn't sound so bad.
624.
I thought you were going to say days.
Oh,
so
wow.
like me.
And it was set by the Zhejiang Luyan Electric Vehicle Company. I don't know. That's just what Google told me. Anyway, let's move on.
Moving swiftly on.
6 days.
That's actually on the Guinness World Records site as well. That's interesting. Right. Anyway, yes, it is me doing it tonight.
Awesome.
I've run these by Brad. They're a bit weird.
Okay.
So enjoy this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you socked up? Is your top on? Is your tiara on? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to flow?
Yeah,
are you
my
ready
top's
to show us
definitely
just
on.
what you know? Yeah?
I am. Hit me.
Question 1. Boobs or butts?
Oh,
Controversial.
butts.
I mean, it's the question of all time, isn't it?
Butts.
All right, shitty answer. Cinema, streaming.
Cinema.
Clowns and mimes.
Oh, mimes.
Really? Okay. Fingers or feet?
Oh, feet.
Ninjas or pirates?
Ninjas.
You sound more sure. Why do you sound more sure around feet than you do pirates and ninjas?
I could live without my hands.
Book or movie?
Movie.
Remote or in office?
Ooh, I like the hybrid. Remote, though.
Remote or a really big stick?
Definitely remote.
No, did you never do that when you were a kid? I used to have a big stick I could change the channel with. It's before the times of remotes. Anyway, shins or necks?
Next.
Next? All right, cool. Live in a cave or in a goldfish bowl?
Okay.
Good shout. Giving or receiving?
Giving.
I think we're starting to learn what sort of lover a JC is. Ears or elbows?
Ears.
Okay. Mohawk or mullet?
Mullet.
That's just objectively wrong. Bagels or crumpets?
Oh, bagels.
Yeah, I'll tell that. Braveheart or Gladiator?
Braveheart, never seen Gladiator.
Really? Have you not? Good film.
It's on the list. It's on the list, but I just never
I
get
feel like this list is just it's just never reducing, is it?
It's every film.
Yeah.
Well, the trouble is, I get told about 6 movies. You know, yeah, I've never seen the Gladiator he plays.
He gets told a movie a week.
I get told about 6 a week. So, crack on.
Shoulders or armpits?
Shoulders.
Tattoos or piercings?
Oh, piercings.
Really?
Interesting choice.
I didn't see that coming. Okay, wow, we're learning a lot about you tonight, mate.
Yeah,
I like it. It's kind of kinky, you fucking weirdo. Beer or cider?
Beer.
Horror comedy?
Comedy.
And last but not least, would you rather be forgotten or be disregarded?
Be forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I'm disregarded, I've just got no.
Disrespected, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm disrespected. So, and that concludes it.
By choice.
Exactly.
That was good.
Punch your punch.
That was actually really good, lads. I really didn't expect them to come out of that tonight. It was a really good list, actually. And
I wanted lots of body parts. Did you notice all the body parts?
yeah. I was like, armpits. So I was like, no.
I actually made like half the list out of body parts, and I was like, I need to split these up.
Armpit.
I shuffled them down.
Armpits are like the last thing. Armpits are borderline, arses. So
Hey, some people have kinks about armpits, yeah.
exactly. But let's go into it.
Intense enough. Bloody hell.
Oh, it's really
Questions.
It's coming, he plays.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Here we go. Brad's movie of the week.
And BradEasy, what have you got for us this week?
What have we got? Well,
Whatever you're about to say, I can't top that intro.
no, I can't. And I'm really glad I didn't fall asleep before the stream for this very reason.
I
So,
think I know what it is.
so it's the season. It's the horror season, and I got to talk about one of the great slashes. That's Nightmare on Elm Street back in '90. You know Nightmare on Elm Street. You know Freddy Krueger. Never seen it? Well, maybe you should. And here's why. So, introduction of Freddy Krueger by great Robert Englund. Yeah, you know Freddy. You know Freddy. Striker jumper, wears a hat, got the claw, and the gimmick is he is a serial killer who will kill you in your dreams. So you fall asleep, you'll die. Yeah, but it's actually really fucking cool because it's like I really like Freddy's probably my favorite like slasher villain just for the fact that it's like because of the whole dream world thing. I mean, I like Michael, I like Jason, Leatherface, and that, but they're all like reality based, very grounded.
Yeah.
But Freddy can just like Nightmare on Elm Street. It's just all the bets are off. It's like the psychological fucking horror that he's able to introduce in dreams, and just the sheer violence he commits just works really well. Also, very first one, very early role for Johnny Depp. Don't know if people knew that or not.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Well, maybe his first movie role. I'm not quite sure, but very, very early. Very young Johnny Depp. Might have been 18 or something.
Wow.
It was actually his first role. Yeah.
All right.
Spoilers: he dies a horrible, horrible, horrible death. Yeah, but it's just
Damn it, Brad.
sorry. No, his Johnny Depp. It's one of the iconic scenes of in horror. Basically, what happens to him.
Yeah.
I won't tell you why. It's just absolutely. It's absolute insanity what happens to him. But and that's the film. That's all I gotta say. Really, it's like Freddy before. There was like a million sequels.
Yeah.
So at this point,
Yeah, I was
Freddy
gonna
is
say
still
that. Yeah.
incredibly. He's known for his jokes, but that only happened like around Nightmare on Elm Street 4. At this point, he's still incredibly sinister, very serious, and he is just a fucking horrible, horrible person. Yeah, so
apparently-
go watch it. Also,
apparently
the cool thing about it is how they seamlessly go from reality to the dream world. It's like he's desperately trying to stay awake, and like people fall asleep. You don't even know they're falling asleep. They don't know they're falling asleep until shit starts getting weird. They just see
I see.
so good.
That sounds really cool.
And
Yeah, so
sorry,
go.
sorry, Brad. Apparently, it was Depp's first film role, and he performed his own stunts. We're being told by DW in the chat.
He didn't really do that many stunts.
What?
He died, Brad. He died for real.
That's
To
his.
give us the performance we all needed.
That's for real. That's not streaming the normal places.
Oh,
The I know you talk about like because I like old horror, like old school horror. I've not watched a lot of them. So you say that like Elm Street is weird in its execution because of the melding between the real world and the dream world. Because one of the few films I did watch when I was a kid was Hellraiser. Where does that come into? Because that's a weird fucking film, right?
yeah.
I almost talked about Hellraiser. Hellraiser is is really, really good. It's not for the faint of heart, though. As those films go, the Hellraisers, that's probably the most graphic by far.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that I don't remember it being graphic, but I was like,
But there isn't
really
that much
unwatched.
graphic. There isn't much of it, but when it happens, it's like because basically the thing with Hellraiser is the Cenobites, Pinhead, who's the leader of them.
yeah.
There's this puzzle box. Menfen can think I can never pronounce it correctly. It's like this cube. You solve it and you summon the Cenobites.
That's on the cover, right? I remember the cover.
Yeah. And basically, the situation of the Cenobites is they're not technically evil. They're just like they call themselves explorers. That's say they're angels to summon demons to others. They are there to experience the most intense physical experiences.
Oh, interesting.
Which in most cases is extreme. Is self-harm
pain.
Yeah. They'll make you hurt until you like it.
Yeah.
Basically, and they will hurt you in the most horrific ways possible.
I have to admit,
Just said it's a kink. It's a kink. That kind of. I was thinking.
it is his favourite horror, and he's saying the film is nothing compared to the book, which is interesting.
I'm sure it's not. Yeah, I have a strange cat.
You know,
Does Clive Barker do it? Yeah.
He wrote the books. He actually directed the first film as well.
That's
nice.
always a good sign, though, right? It's always a good sign.
Yeah,
when the
yeah.
author's deeply involved.
Exactly.
I was watching a YouTube video about the making of Sin City recently, and how the
nice.
the comic artist was heavily involved in the making of that film, and that's why
Mike
it's
Miller
so.
was who wrote the comic. He was the co-director.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, when Robert Rodriguez made that film, he said they literally used the comic book as storyboards.
Yeah, I saw that, and actually, I saw on the documentary that there was discussions around changing some of the script, but they didn't do it because the script within the comics was so good they didn't need to. So by that logic, they didn't apply any writer credits, which is amazing.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
Okay.
Oh, I've got to admit, I'm looking forward to seeing Hellraiser again.
Bradley's Pinhead is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, because I watched it. The trouble with me with like Freddy and Hellraiser and stuff is, I'm not joking. We used to have this video shop, right? And one of my mates' mums didn't give a crap what she gave us. Honestly, she'd go and get 18 films, right? And literally, like 7, 8 years old, I'm sat there watching Freddy and Hellraiser, right? And I don't know how I wasn't traumatized, but I watched them. But I can't remember everything about them. So it's kind of like I'm really looking forward to just sitting down now. It's Halloween, especially because I haven't done it in recent years, and I wanted to make more of an effort this year with other half. Sit down, watch a few horrors that I haven't seen in years, and really get into them. Because I'm so looking forward to them. Because honestly, I can't remember the endings are out, so it's like, to me, it's like watching them brand new. And that's that. You know, it's absolute magic of cinema in a way. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just really looking forward to it.
I'd be the same. I remember we've talked about Jack and the Beanstalk like half a dozen times. We talk about all the fucking time on this podcast.
Yeah.
I remember the Jack and the Beanstalk, me, it was like you had the main area, you had the games on the right,
the
comedies and stuff in the center area, and then there was like a corner which had like the horrors and the blue movies. I remember Hellraiser being in the corner, and on your point, Jason, they didn't care.
No.
I was like 10 or something.
Yeah.
I was just giving it a minute.
Oh, it was absolutely brilliant. So this week's movie of the week is Freddy. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Not Hellraiser.
Not Hellraiser. Yeah, even though we talked about it.
I thought Hellraiser was a bit much. Yeah, it is a fetish thing.
Yeah, Freddy's more accessible, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, Freddy was actually a child murderer.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, lads, I've got a video of the week this week, but it's not.
You've got a video of the week?
Yeah, so you know how I just find videos every week on TikTok and that. And it's by a fitness fanatic, and I really respect the guy because he's right. He's he's like the gym's for everyone as far as he's concerned. And there's certain people out there who you know, you may go to gym, you may be a bit on the larger side, like I am at the moment, even though I'm losing weight, and you know, you don't always feel comfortable in your own skin being at the gym and stuff. And this guy is absolutely superb, and he's quite well known, I would say. So what I'm going to do for you boys is
Dwayne Johnson.
he's got.
Never heard of him.
So sorry, you're having to see my horrendous. You're having to see my horrendous setup again.
Clusterfuck of an OBS.
Yeah. So here we go with my I'm just gonna call it TikTok of the week because I find all these, and
Are we doing another TikTok?
I think it's a really. I think this guy's got a pretty important message.
Not be like fucking bitch wolf name.
So here we go.
Bitch Wolf?
Some chick who steals everyone's content.
Oh, classic. I see already. I like him.
Pardon my language, but this really fucking pisses me off. This bullshit needs to stop. It's videos like this and people like you that are the exact reason that so many will never step foot in the gym. And let me ask you, how do you think this man would feel if he saw this video?
Yeah.
Do you think he'd want to come back to the gym? Yeah, he's struggling. Maybe he's new. Maybe he just started his fitness journey. But I tell you what, I love the fact that he's in the gym and he's working hard. I also love the fact that he's rocking those SpongeBob SquarePants shorts. To the man in this video, you rock those shorts. You do you. Be proud. And I tell you what, if I'm ever in the same city as you, I would be honored to come to the gym with you. And to the man that took this video, and anybody out there that thinks it's okay to film somebody, to post on social media to make fun of them, leave people the fuck alone. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Do you know what? It's nice that in this day and age, I feel like we had like 10 years where this wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
It's nice to see nowadays that people are speaking out around bullshit like that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly. And Joey Swall, absolute legend on.
Well, what's his name?
Joey Swall.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's a Scottish name.
He plays the scene. Him. He goes around doing a lot of fitness journeys and that. Top guy, and he will support anyone. You know, just at the end of the day, people are just trying to better themselves. You know, that's at the end of the day. If people, you know, leave them alone. You don't go around filming and harassing people, you know, just because they don't meet your perfect image. You know, as he says,
it's not just that. It's just like,
you know,
it's more about just like public. It's about mocking people, basically.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it right, so I'm going to record them. It's funny.
Exactly.
It's bullying. It's bullying.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So you know, more power to him. He spotted the video. Obviously he's got a lot of followers and that, and he puts the word out there. Look, that ain't right, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be. But we are coming to the end of the show, guys. So
I want to show.
You can lie down after this. It's all right, Brad. You know,
I got a stream to do.
No, he's finishing. He's hopefully finishing.
You don't have to do a stream
tonight. You know he wants to. He's loving Resident Evil 7.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll see if I can tune in. But seriously, massive thank you to everyone in the chat tonight, especially He Plays as always. Wouldn't be the same show without you guys. DW, Under Repeaters, really appreciate you all stopping by. Massive love to my co-podcasters. The one, the only P-Town Cowboy Double D, and Easy as a Sunday Morning Breezy. And I hope you...
Back next week.
And the hat's coming back. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Don't forget to drop in on our streams when we're online gaming, and we'll hopefully speak to you then. For now, take care. God bless. Bye.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be a final. Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. There's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. Oh, oh, we come alive. We come alive. Oh, we come alive. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want